Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today we're taking a look at the new patch in the AFK Arena, and that is patch 1.64. It's live right now, so we can actually take a look what changed and how it looks, at least most of that. So let's see what the patch notes say. I think most of you guys saw that already, but we'll go over them really fast. So first of all, we have the new Hypogean Hero Leofric. We'll take a look at him over here as well. The quick look, we'll get a hero breakdown a bit later in a few days. So subscribe to the channel if you didn't yet, so you won't miss that, and notifications, bell, all that stuff. Of course, there will be Arena of Trials for him and Bountiful Trials, and you can always test him for 3 days, so that's an option. Other than that, we'll get the new Voyages of Wonders adventure on the beginning of June. So right now we have the new one, and there will be another one in few weeks. Track of Sands is now in the Trials of God feature. You will need 3430 in order to get to it. That's not that far. We just did a push on the main account, and you can see that it was pretty attainable for free-to-play players, so most of you guys will get there. That will add us the new warrior class exclusive artifact Life's Limit. I don't know how good is that. We'll take a look if we'll be able to check it out or not a bit later. The new Misty Valley round is about to commence, so finish up your Misty Valley while it's still available right now. It will start on the June 3rd, so on the test account in the global server it will be like a week later. Then we are about to get another hunting field, so that is interesting. We'll take a look at this right now. The start will be in 11 days from now on the test server, so we'll cover that once again. It's different from the one before. Lilith changed it a little bit, so let's take a look at the optimizations. Increase the number of specified solo tasks needed to be completed before hunting squad levels rewards can be obtained, so there will be more rewards required to tier up. Then they added a new mid-challenge abandoned hunt voting system. This is really good, so now if something is wrong, if one of your members are unavailable, you will most likely be able to abandon the hunt completely and start anew. Although this is pretty sad, I don't know how it will work, but I have a feeling that you will abandon it completely and you will have to start fresh. That means that after everyone started, and that will be like 24 hours after the hunt starts, you will have issues because everybody is already in their own team and it will be troublesome to find their replacement. So it's not kicking one player, it's kicking the whole team away and starting fresh. That's not really useful, but it's better than to be stuck on the hunt with useless guys who aren't doing anything. We know that doesn't work. Single challenge period has been increased to 8 days from 7 days. That's really important because when we were testing it last time, we barely made it in time and it felt like it needs 1 or 2 days more in order to be able to beat it. Now it's there, and that's a really good change. Reduce the difficulty of the second team's enemies found for level 4 and 5 camps. So that's really good because those fights were really hard and we actually used team effort to get through them. I think right now with the second team on those high level camps being easier, they might be solid, but before that it was almost a must to get together 2 or 3 players and work through them together, one team for one player. That was way better and easier, and I really like the team play, but it was extremely hard to coordinate though, so maybe this is better. Reduce the HP of the first and the fourth life of Adrax and increase the HP of his second and third life. So Adrax got balanced a little bit. The first part was really hard. I remember it took us quite a long time to get through that. On the fourth one, this is the last part. I don't remember how we beat him. I think we barely got through this. We were actually panicking and used everything we could. We will see how it will go when the event will go live. I'm really hyped to test it out again, to play it. It was really fun and I want to do it again, and we will see how it will go. Now the next thing, reduce the quantity of the teams needed within the most stages of chapter 31 through 35 of the game campaign. For specifics, please refer to the game. So what happened? After the Chesmic Altar was finished, the chapters got easier, and I've managed to get from chapter 32 to 34, 35 straight away. And yeah, I hit those 5 fight stages straight away, and that was really hard for me. For newer players it's even harder, so that's a serious jump in the difficulty, and they made it more even. So let me know where do you experience those things, if you have issues with those fights, and if you feel that this is better. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Next change, reduce combat rating limits for chapters 20 through 41. So fights got way easier in the campaign, and that's really good because, you know, the scaling in the chapter 35 is insane. We started at, I think it was 30 million and ended up in the middle of the chapter at 50 million, and it's like twice the power. Crazy. Reduce the level of signature items worn enemies in most stages of chapter 35 through 40, so that's really good. I'm there. That will allow me to push a little bit more. So yeah, those chapters will get easier. They basically just even out the difficulty, so the scaling won't be that hard for the players who just got there. That's a pain, everybody knows that. That will be made easier. Now, interesting thing. Arcane Labyrinth Dismal Maze mode now includes a mutual assistance function. When a player does not use Durastir to complete at least 4 multi-team battles, that player can become a Dismal Master, giving them ability to help other maze goers. I don't know how it will look like. I asked my guildmates, maybe we'll get a screenshot and description, but it is really cool. I think it will be something like Wanderer's Pouch, where you just press request help and someone helps you and you get through the stage. We will see. But that's an interesting function and that will help, but I have a bad feeling that it won't be used that much, because usually when you're done with Arcane Labyrinth, you don't check it anymore. So it depends on how the requests will go, and I can't test it yet because my account isn't high level yet to get to the Dismal Maze mode. I gotta do the push on the test account basically. Now the next one, 11. Added a new follow function for Rosaline the Kind. That's really cool. Now Rosaline can follow specific character. It's not based on the power of the attack rating of the character, and you can select distinct member. That's really, really nice. Optimize the portraits feature. After receiving the new hero, players can tap on the portraits tab and be taken directly to the new hero's portrait, so that's nothing really crazy, just quality of life improvement. Let's go over the hero adjustments. Queen, change the positioning of her Miss Post-Apocalyptic Rider to occur. Silas, fix the problem causing the skill double dosage to incorrectly affect enemy targets that should have been non-targetable. Fixed an issue with the skill Healing Haze, where the mist would sometimes move to the edge of the screen, so that made Silas working correctly, nothing really special. Odin, fixed a problem that would cause sometimes enemies to still be sucked in by the skill Eviction after being dropped down, resulting in them moving to the specific locations on the battlefield. Don't use Odin that much, let me know in the comments if that's a good change or not. Pipa, fixed a problem that would cause some enemies to incorrectly move to specific areas on the battlefield after being dropped down as a result of the skill Astral Shift, and fixed the problem with the skill Pipa's Perfection that was not correctly buffing Arden's ultimate ability under the special circumstances. I think those problems are so narrow that they won't be felt by the majority of the players, so we shouldn't be worried about that. Daemon, fixed the problem caused Daemon to join the battle late due to the enemy's metas postponement skill. Okay, this is important if you have metas on the enemy side. Keltor, fixed the problem that sometimes causes the flight path of the shuriken for the skill Blade of Fury to be abnormal. Again, some specific issue. Morel, improved the description of the skill Cosmic Attraction and the skill Cosmic Field. And Zolrath fixed the issue where the skill Doppelganger sometimes caused Zolrath to have incorrect HP at the end of the fight. So some of those are important, most of them are not that important. Let's go take a look at the changes. First of all, Rosaline. This is a really good change. Take a look how it looks like. So now when you're picking Rosaline in the field, you have that button that will let Rosaline to follow the right guy, and it should be always your carry. Before that she would follow Rowan because he have higher power than Ainz, and that's not right, so we can pick specific target and bam, she will follow straight to Ainz and help him to do his mambo jumbo magical stuff. So that is a really good change, and now Rosaline can be used properly. It's not a game changing, but it helps a lot because before that we had to adjust the carry's power or support's power in order to be followed by Rosaline. Unluckily we won't be able to check the stats of the new item in the Peaks of Time in the Trials of God, but on the main account I will do the walkthroughs of all the new ones. The last one I had was Fallen Souls, so expect all those Trials of God in the next few weeks. I'll be doing them and I'll be posting them on this account from my main account basically, because he can do that. And yeah, we'll get the guides for the free-to-play players, so yeah. Now the most interesting thing that you've been waiting for. Let's take a look at our new guy. I actually took a sneak peek on him and he looks really fantastic. No, not this guy. This guy. Mr. Leofric. Oh my god, I checked the skills. I was really surprised how good he is. And yeah guys, you will be surprised as well. So we'll test this guy tomorrow properly without him. Right now we can take a quick look on him and his skill set. Let's start with his ultimate. Oh, the name doesn't fit, gosh. It's called the Shadow Mastiff. That's a statue that will be placed in front of the most powerful, highest attack rating enemy and will taunt him for 8 seconds. Then the Shadow Mastiff possesses 1150% of Leofric's attack rating as health, and only one may be present on the battlefield at all times. If the Shadow Mastiff is destroyed before the timer ends, the attacking enemy will permanently lose 25% of their attack rating. Just imagine quartering the enemy's attack, that's crazy. And if it's not destroyed, it will do 350% damage to the attacking enemy when the timer ends. So this ability will make enemy carry being focused on this totem and being properly useless, because other than that there is also a debuff. Unmasked Horror. All enemies in front of Leofric that are facing towards him are terrified for 3 seconds and lose 20% of their respective attack rating for the following 6 seconds. This effect cannot be stacked. And at level 3 it's 40% of the attack rating. So, for 3 seconds the enemy will be afraid, for 6 seconds they will do 40% less damage. That's already pretty crazy, right? Now, the next one, Hellworms. Deal 350% damage to enemies within a certain range and also causing them to lose 90 energy points. Any enemies that were dealt damage shall also have the energy recovery reduced by what? 70% for the following 5 seconds. 50% less energy regen, guys. That is OP. Next, Perfect Disguise. Leofric and his most injured ally becomes immune to all damage and attacks for 5 seconds. While immune, 90% of the damage dealt by the injured ally is converted into their own health. So the drawback of this skill, if it's being cast on the support, it just makes them invulnerable for 5 seconds, but if it's 90%, but if it's a carry, that's a crazy healing ability right here. But do you think that's it? No, that's not. Let's take a look at the signature item. That's like one of the best parts. Let's take a look. Enemies struck by the ability Hellworm shall receive 15% more damage from Leofric attacks for the following 4 seconds. You'll be like, hey, that's just the buff for the Leofric. It's not important. Yes, but plus 10. 25% more damage from Leofric's attacks for 4 seconds. Soviet, what are you talking about? That's not enough. Yes, plus 20. Enemies struck by the ability Hellworms shall receive 25% more damage from all attacks for the following 4 seconds. And at plus 30, it's 35% more damage from all attacks for the following 6 seconds. And that is crazy. That's a crazy debuff for the enemies that will be dealt this debuff. So Hellworms will take their energy, lower their energy recovery, and make them take more damage. That is insane on paper. Now, furniture. That is pretty crazy as well. I took a look at this and it's insane. 3 pieces. Enemies that are currently taunted by the ability Shadow Mastiff have their health regeneration reduced by 90%. So the enemy carry will have almost no health regen while he's being taunted, and that is pretty cool. 9 pieces. Enemies that are taunted by the ability Shadow Mastiff are unable to recover energy. Totally no energy regen, guys. Whenever a Shadow Mastiff disappears or is destroyed, it will deal 350% damage to nearby enemies, also stunning them for 3 seconds. BAM! That's crazy! So now, that totem, even if it lasted for its whole duration, after disappearing will stun everyone for 3 seconds and do a lot of damage, everyone around it. So it's not only a single target, at least based on the description. And if it's destroyed, it will stun them as well. And oh my god, that is insane. Combination of all those skills will make enemies cry. I wanna see how it works. So let's go into the Arena of Trials and do a little testing over here. That's not the real Arena of Trials, of course, but we can see how it works Alright guys, we'll try not to put a lot of damage dealers here, so the enemies won't be killed that easily and fast, and we can see what's the range of his effect. Okay, I hope he won't die that easily. He is getting close to the ultimate. There we go, that's an ability for the healing, invincibility one, the dogs. The dogs range is actually pretty good. It's almost like a third of the map. Here's the totem. It's not that healthy, but the enemies are actually dying right now. This is really good, guys. This is really good. So we see that he's... Oh my god, this is so good. He looks pretty powerful. Although there are not a lot of summons on the battlefield, it's just a totem. But the totem is easily destroyed, and when it's destroyed, the enemy will get lower attack rating, and that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the stats. He actually didn't do that much damage, did 0 healing, because that healing counts as a regen. And yeah, I like how it looks, guys. Honestly, hey, where does it go? It disappears. Oh my god. Let's go over here on the normal fight and see how it looks here. Yeah, the problem with all that, we need to see the range of the abilities. There we go. That one is... Yeah, you can test it here. Oh, the range of the fear! The range of the fear is the whole screen right here. I thought it would be only half of the screen, but we saw that enemy spellcaster got afraid as well. So the fear is the whole screen in front of the hero. The totem over there is affecting that guy. He can't do anything about that. And I want to see the dogs. A lot of health regen for that guy. That's the fear. The dogs are probably 1/3 of the screen. So the skills are pretty good. I really want to test him out when he'll be out, but the problem is that he's a Hypogean hero, guys. That's a drawback, and getting him will be problematic for free-to-play players, because you know how it is with Hypogean and Celestial heroes. You know that for this spot there will be a lot of competing other characters like Mihira, like I don't know, Telin, Twins, Alna. All those guys are competing for those spots because they are being summoned by Stargazing. We all know that, so it will be really hard to get that guy. Lucretia, once again, is a good hero, so I don't know if he holds a spot for non-whale team, non-pay-to-win teams, somewhere where you have to pick between the heroes that you want to get, because even though he looks pretty cool, we need more testing, we need more time to figure out if he's worth it. So we need proper testing from the players who can get him in their own teams. So yeah guys, that's about it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you find it useful, like, share and comment to the Soviet Gaming official channel. Yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Check out the playlist for the hero breakdowns, for the AFK Arena guides, and join the Discord. The Discord is a really good place to be. There are a lot of people talking there. I want to talk with you and the guys over there. So yeah, that's about it for now guys. Thank you for watching. Soviet out. До свидания.